Yeah, hello everyone. We are going to talk about parameterizations. That's what we are going to talk about that. Okay, let me share my screen. Yep, fine. So, parameterizations. So, what do you mean by parameterization? First of all, what is the use of these parameterizations? So, let's talk about little bit about the parameterizations in the theoretical. So, parameterization means in the test ng that will allows you to pass a parameter to your test method. It means where is your test method actually? For example, this is a test method, right? How to create the test method? Let me go and create one simple test method. Okay, let me go here is I'm going to this one. I'm going to create simple one example. Okay, it means parameterization example. I'm going to create one test class. This XML, this is a one. So now here is, what is it actually? This is my test case. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do some kind of test method. I'm going to write some kind of test method over here. So this is my test case or test method, we can call it, right? So here is what I want to do means I want to pass the data. Okay, TestNG allows you to pass a parameter to your test method. Okay, what in by allow the pass the parameter? See that here is assume that there are some set of parameters. I want to pass it from this particular TestNG to my test method. I want to pass it. Okay, how to pass it? That's what we are going to talk about there. So, what is the use of this one means? This is helpful to drive your test based on the data. It means run your test based on the data. That is the main benefit of the parameterizations. The parameterization is, let me run this story. Okay, parameterization in TestNG allows you to pass a parameter to your test method. It means test case. Test method means this is a test method. Okay, and so that the same test cases or scripts can be run in multiple with different sets of test data. So this help you to run the test cases in varying input without duplicating the test code. That is what the main purpose of the parameterizations. Okay, let's go with this one. How to do the parameterization? The parameterization is you can pass it in simple way. One is with the help of the at parameter annotations. Okay, at parameter annotation. Another one is you can do the same parameterizations you can do with the help of the data provider annotations. So let's talk about the one by one. The first video we can talk about the parameters. Okay, parameters annotations. What is the use of this one is what we can do. Okay, generally people sometimes they will use for configuration purpose. Okay, sometimes they will use for configuration purpose. It means small chunk of test data, small set of test data. If you want to pass it, okay, if you want to pass it from, if you want to pass it from testng.xml to, okay, to your test method. If you want to pass it, small set of test data. What if a small test data? Test data. Is there any parameter something? For example, see that username, password, or some kind of simply what is that server detail. These are all the small set of test data. Okay. See, I am here is only three parameters I am passing. It's a small set of test data. So for example, this stuff we are calling as a configuration. That's what I example I mentioned that username, password, a server detail. If you want to pass this kind of test data from that to here, then we can use this one. Again, you will feel that how to do this kind of this one, how to achieve it. Let's go and see the example. Okay. If you want to do that, small or bulk amount of data. Okay, if you want to pass small set of tested data or bulk amount of tested data, you can use this data provider. Okay, so data provider is mostly in the real time as team is using that. So data provider is the most wider used one. Let's talk about this at parameter annotation, then later we can talk about the what is the data provider annotations. How to start it? First of all, assume that actually our favorite site is, what is the site is? Our favorite site. Our favorite site is Mercury. Mercury Guru 99. I want to enter the username and password. Click on the login button. Okay, this is what is test. Okay, the test is enter the username. Open the URL. Click on enter the username and Mercury. Password is a Mercury. Click on the submit button. I want to verify that this login button is successfully or not. This is what my test case. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write my test case. Verify login. What is the message? Login successfully. Message displays. Verify login successfully. Message displays. This is what my test case. Maybe you can put that after entering username and password. This is what my test is. How to write that actually? You already know that, right? What you have to do? You have to you have to identify the driver and you have to pass a URL and you have to enter the username, you have to enter the password, click on that one, then verify that. We already saw the similar program earlier, right? Let's copy from that. How to do that? You already know that, right? This one. I'm going to take the copy the same code again one more time. Go to here, go to here. So this one is what will happen. It will open the URL. What is the URL? This is a URL, right? Let's go here. Copy this URL. Paste it here. The people who are new to this particular channel, this example already explained in the previous session. Go through that. What is the use of this one? It will launch the applications in the Chrome browser. What you have to do? You have to enter the application. Let's write the test case, okay, so that it would be easy. Launch or launch application using URL, right? Enter username as Mercury. Enter password as Mercury. Click on submit button. Verify login successfully. Message displays. This is what the expected result, right? This is what the expected. This is what the expected. This is what my test case name. My TC name, what is the TC name mentioned here is, this is what my TC name, right? This is what my test case name. Okay, this is what my test case name. So this step is I already done it here where this test will take it. This before method annotation will take care of that one. What do you mean before method annotation? Watch the previous video. I already explained about that. Okay. Now enter the username and password. Enter the username and password. I already have the code. I'm going to copy the same thing. Okay. What is that? This is the one, right? So here is enter username is Mercury. Enter password is Mercury. Username is Mercury, password is Mercury. This is a username and password. I done it. Okay, now what do you have to do? You have to click it on submit button. Right? What do you have to do? How to click on the submit button? Just go there. This one. And click it on the submit button. Right? And you have to verify the message. What is the message? Expected result is this is the one, right? What is the thing you have to do there? This is what my expected result, right? I'm going here and paste here. So this is what the expected result. Let's run this, whether it is working or not. We need to see that, right? I'm going to do the run, then TestNG test. Let's see whether it is running or not. So looks like my test is passing. Correct? Right. My test is passing. Okay, good. My test case is passing. But if you see this one is, we are talking about the parameterization. Where is the parameterization? I told, right? But parameterization means, that's what explanation I told. Allows you to pass a parameter to your test method. TestNG allows you to pass a parameter. Where is the parameter? I didn't pass any parameter. How to pass a parameter? That's what we are going to talk about there. How to implement it? Let's talk about here. Very, very simple. So this is a one, right? This is a one. This is a parameter. Here only, from here to data, we are going to pass it into the script level. Okay, I already have something. Okay, copy this. This is a line. What is a test.xml? This is a test.xml, which we created, right? Paste it here. What is the name I pasted? This is the one. What is the name? That I added the tag name is parameter name is equal to username, value is equal to Mercury. Again, one more parameter also I mentioned that parameter name is equal to password, value is equal to Mercury. Okay, then if it is done, then automatically the value will be passed from test engine to, your test method automatically will be passed. No, this is a parameter. Okay, just it is a parameter, that's all. Okay, where is my parameter? This is a parameter. This is what my test, right? Parameter example. That is what my test engine example. Okay, from here to I have to pass it to the particular class. Why I have to pass it to the class? Because the class having the test method. How to pass it? Very simple. Just to put enter after this attest annotations. Then what do you have to do? You have to add this small step. What is the small step? You have to add this one. What is that? Just add it. What you added here is at parameter username and password. You will feel that plus at parameter you added. What is this actually username and parameter? That is nothing but your one. Here is, you mentioned that, U means you should put U here. If you put P here means you should put P here. Let me try that. Here is I'm putting that, user. Here is I'm putting that, PWD. So this is my parameter name. This is my parameter name. What is that? User and password. What is the user? User is Mercury. What is the PWD? So I am passing this parameter to my script. Where is my script? Here. So what I have to do? I have to put user, then PWD. So this parameter has to match with this parameter. Now the parameters automatically will be done. No. What you have to do? Again, you have to pass it to the particular one, right? Then you have to, what you have to do? You have to add two argument. Why? We got the two argument from that to here, right? This is a two parameters. So the two parameters are coming here, where to the particular test method. Then how to use it in the down the line? You have to pass it to the particular method. How to pass it? String. You can pass it U. String. You can pass it P. You will feel that, bus. This user you are getting from here. This password you are getting from here. But this one is different. What about that? What is happening? The mapping will happen means the first argument will map to this first argument, second argument will map to the second argument. So whatever the user value is there, that will automatically pass it to here, mapped it to here. Whatever the PWD values are there, that is automatically mapped to here, P. So what do you have to do? Then that value you have to pass it to here, U. Then this P has to pass it to here, P. Okay. Now, if you run this one, it will work. Can we run it this way? No, you should not run it. You have to go to your testng.xml. What is your testng.xml? This is the one. What is the name? Parameter example. Go to here because it's a data driven, right? Parameter. This is the one. So go do that. Right click, run as testng. So what will happen? Your testng.xml will pass the, what is that? The user and PWD value to your particular test case. Let's see whether it is running or not running. Let's see that. See that the Mercury is passed here. See that the values are passed. How these values are passed? Mercury, how it is passed? Because of this particular parameters. So this is called parameterization. Okay, that's what here is they mentioned. The TestNG allows you to pass the parameter from testng.xml to, in this particular example, okay, in this particular, from testng.xml. This parameterization may happen in a different way, okay? In this current one, whatever we are talking about, the current one, it will allow you to pass a parameter from testng.xml to your test method. Okay, in the current one. Okay, team, this is called data driven. This data is passed to your test method. So your test is running or driving based on your, what is that? Your data. So data driven testing, they are calling that. Okay, team. So next one is we are going to talk about the, what is that? We are going to talk about the data provider. Okay, let's go to the another video. If you have any kind of questions, just email me at completeautomation.testing.com. Sorry, at the rate of gmail.com. I'll be restarting the same session within another 1 minute. So please stay in this particular website. So if you're looking for the what is it, live session means, Go to this particular Tirunelveli to Canada. Just click on this particular live. I'll be joining in 2 minutes with another concept that is called data provider.